Not too long ago, I made something on what I kind of thought were the stupid Mega Evolutions that came from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And if you've seen that, you probably noticed it was kinda hard for me to be cynical about most of them. Hell, I even had to make it a top 3 for that very reason, because most of the ORAS Megas, in my own words, were that damn good. I could choose 5 good ones from the tips of my nips. Or fingers. That's how the saying goes, isn't it? The only hard part was narrowing down the many good ones available to just 5. So, in a probably bad attempt to make less people bitch about what I like, here's some honorable mentions to try and lessen the ammunition people have to use so they can bitch in the comments. Because they're in denial. They just can't accept the cold hard facts that their favorite Mega Evolution is not up to par, it's not top dollar, you know what I mean? So, Mega, Gallade, Sceptile, Swampert, Blaziken doesn't count, but I'll throw that anyway, Metagross, Sableye. The rest are still pretty good, but those are the main ones. Those are some top dollar Mega Evolutions. So these are my best ORAS Mega Evolutions based on how necessary they were and how styling and profiling their designing is. This Mega allows this first one to truly live up to the word brutal. The Shark Torpedo, that is, Mega Sharpedo. Not only is it the Shark Torpedo, especially with this new styling, profiling, razor blade acquiring design but it's the right amount of torpedo. They didn't go full Mega camera ups, they didn't make the damn thing into a fucking German V2. With the Mega, Sharpedo's 75 miles per hour goes all the way up to 125 miles per hour. In other words, it gets a whole plus 10 to speed. But then again, when you think about it, that's 10 whole points. 10 whole stat points separating the Pokemon from the Pokemen. Because put it this way, if all this were real, I wouldn't want to live in a region where a Shark Torpedo is outsped by the definition of candy ancestry that is Love Disc, would you? I for one would not. Screw that, fuck that, get that shit out of my face. It's very scary when you think about it. Don't let the thought of Love Disc outspeeding it fool you, because now that isn't the case with its 125 miles per hour torpedo speed going for it. I mean, sure, it can't swim long distances, but do you really think that's gonna save you? Or anything else that stands in its way? You think hiding will keep you safe? You fool. Your location will never be safe. This thing's got full bars. You think Mr. Briny's boat will protect you? Come on, it's a goddamn torpedo. Pokemon is a serious issue, gentlemen. I'd appreciate it if you'd stop joking around here. It puts Batman's forearms to humiliate and shame. This thing was constructed for the sole purpose of making the most hardened ships look as sturdy as Mega Blocks. You think your Pokemon will stop it? You raise a valid point, maybe they will. Yeah, maybe they will stop it, that's a fair point, but take a look at this thing. Now look back at me, and look me square in the eyes and answer me this. Is it really worth it? Is it really worth the risk? Do you really want to force your companions to go one-on-one with a 125 miles per hour assortment of razor blades? Are you really that much of a dick to your mons? Come ons now. Now today's forecast in the home region for the next, well, eternity is gonna be rather mild and cloudy up in northern areas around here, around that shit right there. With a slight 7.8% chance of heavy showers, along with a 100% chance of hurricane! All day, every day! Light rain, heavy pain! Aside from a nice stat and ability change, the difference aesthetically was simple and effective, and that's what it should be. I'm really specific on what makes a Mega Evolution good from my perspective. There's a fine finesse to Mega Evolution done right. First, it should be necessary, making something that was once weak more usable, which I'm pretty sure is the whole point of Mega Evolution in the first place, so stop giving them the Salamence and Garchomp and Shuckle and fucking, I don't know, Sandslash just sitting around out of business with their bullets tied between their ankles when face to face with anything viable. The change should be simple. Simple enough to the point where there's a balance between the design not being lazy and not being overworked. Not like a designer from Digimon stepped in and they told him, just fucking make it rain. That's why I like this Mega, because Pidgeot has one of the best Megas based on those things. It needed a bit of beefing up, and the change is simple enough to show you that it is Mega. Enough to make it look more powerful without overdoing anything. Before Mega Evolutions were a thing, if I ever imagined Pidgeot having a 4th evolution, it'd probably look like this. One of the honorable mentions I mentioned earlier almost made this spot, but it didn't, because maybe it's in a future video and I need shit to say. That honorable mention was Mega Gallade. Necessary stat boosts, simple and effective design, it all checks out for me. God of War got one, Gallade got one, thus restoring the balance of powers in the universe. Which was then completely slumped by Mega Rayquaza, the number 3 Mega on this list. the anomaly on this list, because it completely goes against being necessary statistically, and being simple enough design-wise. Fucking look at this thing. Rewriting the Old Testament in Sims language has seen less complexity than this design. Mega Rayquaza is a sin to humanity and all that is holy, so why is it on the list? Because this kind of power is unprecedented. And with legendaries, it's fine, do whatever, I don't care, make them as omnipotent as you so desire, designers. It doesn't matter, because they're in their own league now anyway. Like, literally, anything goes. That's a thing. Rayquaza has a power which has transcended past the power of the Ubers. It has Dragon Ascended to a new level of overpowered. It's overpowered. So now, anything goes. They didn't even call it the Mega Ubers, or Ultra Ubers. I mean, me personally, I couldn't believe they wouldn't call it the super fantastic tier of the Mega Powers featuring Corey Baxter, but they were just like, fuck it! Anything goes! Not even something as simple as Super Ubers. Or Subers. Anything goes! Anything is usable. Mega Rayquaza? Yeah, that's kind of the point. Sturdy Shedinjas? Not legally, but fuck it. Blaze it up. You know what? You can do whatever the hell you want. It's in the damn title, so while you're at it, why not get fucking Dark Magician up in this tier 2? Why the hell not? You know why? Because it's no holds barred. And it's all because of Mega Rayquaza. I once described Rayquaza as a straightened out slinky. This Mega is a goddamn straightened out piece of barbed wire. At number 2. Weighing in at 1,631 pounds, the Iron Snake! That is, Mega Steelix. The Mega that gravity forgot, so it just made its own. Just made its own gravity. It's not even gravity though. I'm sure one of the many traits of Steelix is the power of magnetism! Magnetism or spiritual mega energy or whatever this has is a good trait and all, but it's something more than that. There is a main trait of the Iron Snake. It's probably the crystal stubs. I mean, these body parts are worth a goddamn fortune. The black market has never witnessed profit like this. Okay, come on though. 230 defense, 230 stat points, and 1,600 pounds of cold, dense, crystallized wedge. That's one hell of a trait too. Design-wise and defensively, Mega Steelix is Mega Rayquaza with twice the wedge. Because they're both like snakes. As we all know, with great wedge comes great speed limitations. I don't know about you, but 30 speed is pretty damn limited. But come on, what do you expect? I mean, people throw around the phrase metric fuckton like it ain't nothing but a peanut, but this is the literal amount of a metric fuckton. Ronnie Coleman is backing the fuck down because in no way is that lightweight, baby! So really, what did you expect? Considering 30 speed is pretty damn generous. With 30 speed, North Korea is more likely to attack before this thing does, but it's all for good sacrifice. Kim Jong-un and his Kim Jong-goons can attack all they want, because Mega Steelix would take all their artillery slumps on the chin. They say getting hit by one of Bruce Lee's kicks is like getting hit by a truck. They also say hitting a stationary Mega Steelix is like hitting one of Bruce Lee's kicks. So it's like getting hit by a truck, I guess. With temperature immunity and the ability to burrow underground, it's only a matter of time before it reaches the Earth's core and becomes one with the planet. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, nothing much really, it's just slightly kind of impervious to all damage. It's alright. You know, after seeing things like Mewtwo and Charizard getting 2 megas, it's good to see the little guys getting some heftiness for their own. And Beedrill is one of the littlest little guys out there. Come on, as much as you'd want to use it, you know it reaches its expiration date by the time you walk out of Viridian Forest. He used to be a joke. Him and the rest of the Bug Catcher Beginner collection used to be nothing more than a goddamn tutorial for evolution and a Get Charmeleon quick scheme, but now it can actually do the work. Now it can leave Viridian Forest with a purpose, and that purpose is to outspeed and outattack most things. 2 things no one would have ever associated Beedrill with. Maybe it seems a bit weird that I like this one so much. Considering, I mean, a lot of people disagree with me on not liking the slightly overworked Mega Pinsir. I mean, like what you want, and I can see the appeal, but hey, I still think it backs up why a lot of religions will never fully accept genetic engineering. And dislike that video all you want, it's only gonna make me not like it more. Mega Beedrill is a mega evolution I'm down with. Everything about this design is mega. The yellow and black isn't just a color scheme, it's a goddamn hazard warning. Warning you to step the fuck back and guard your grill, cause Beedrill has been streamlined to the extreme. The wings, the antennas, the stingers, the physique, even the eyes. everything has been streamlined. Before the Mega, it was all puny and spherical. It literally looks more edgy. Maybe it's even more scary than Pinsir, but not for me, because now it looks more like something Dr. Eggman would make to win a jousting competition. As all of the Nintendo characters have, no matter how far, you can reunite with your own brethren, all for the low cost of your jaw structure, cause Little Mac will send you there in no time! You think Santa Claus is going to town? Think again! Little Mac did the home run contest and a sandbag landed behind him. He cleared the credit screen in one punch. He's more offensive than Samus is to Tumblr. Little Mac is that damn tough and he isn't even wearing a tap-out shirt. But it's